Hello, Shalom Aleichem, Guten Moed, Guten Sukkos. Anyway, we have some learning from the parsha of Ha'azinu, from the Chofetz Chaim. The Chofetz Chaim on the parsha of Ha'azinu. So let's get to it right away without delay. Okay, here we go. Shiches lo, banov mumam. Is the corruption his, from Hashem? God forbid. No, it is not. Banov mumam. His children, the Bnei Yisrael mumam. The fault is with them. Dor ikeish u'besalto. A generation, ikeish, I think that is twisted, u'besalto. And so like a generation that got things wrong in certain ways. In other words, Hashem does good. So the fault is with the Bnei Yisrael. Maaseh avos simon labonim. The actions of the fathers are a simon, are a sign to the children. Al ha'ov hachova ladaktek b'mitzvos b'yisron hechsher v'levli l'natzos yomin u'smol. It's on the father. He has the obligation ladaktek b'mitzvos to be very discerning in the mitzvos, to do the mitzvos in the exact right way. Ladaktek, to do it exactly. The Yisron Hechsher, with a lot of Hechsher, it has to be kosher, 100% to one's possibility, to one's ability. V'levli lintos yomin u'smol, and not to go to lean yomin either to the right, small, or to the left. In other words, to do exactly the right way that it has to be done according to one's understanding. And one has to try to get the right understanding too, Afilu kimelo nima, even for a very small extent. One has to do it exactly the right way, the mitzvos. Ki'im yevater ha'av al ezo mitzvah kala, if the father would not be so medaktek, not be so, if he would, let's say, be lax on a small mitzvah, yilmad habein levater al mitzvah yoter chamura. So then the son will, God forbid, go and be lax on a mitzvah which is more stringent, which is a higher mitzvah. In other words, things go downward spiral, God forbid. V'yim ha'av yevater al mitzvah chamura, and if the father yevater will be lax al mitzvah chamura, on a very chumra deke mitzvah, on a mitzvah which is very stringent. Chamor means a harder mitzvah. In other words, something that is more chumra, more serious. Azai alul habein lasur miderech haTorah legamri. So then it's a possibility that the son lasur miderech haTorah would turn away from the way of the Torah legamri, 100%. God forbid, completely go away. If the father would be lax on a serious mitzvah, God forbid. V'zehu peirosh hakasuv shiches, and this is what it says by the pasuk shiches. Shiches lo, is it the destruction from Hashem? God forbid. Shiches im ha'av bi'atzmo. Shiches ma'at, if the father does something not the right way a little bit, lo. So then Lo, to him, lo, it will not be. Lo liatzmo eino nechshav inyan ligedulos. Lo liatzmo, not only for himself, eino nechshav inyan, that the inyan, that the topic would be ligedulos, would be considered serious. In other words, it's not only he himself that won't take the inyan, the mitzvah, whatever it is, seriously. Aval bonov b'mum. The fault will be with the children. The fault will have the mum is a blemish. So in other words, the son will have a blemish. God forbid. Aval bonov b'mum. The son will have a blemish. If the father does not take seriously the doing of the mitzvah, so then the son will have the blemish. He'll learn from the father. Bishvil habonim lamum gadol yechashev. This will be considered a very, very serious blemish for the children, for the son. For the daros haboim yuchal ligrom zeh legadol legamri, and for the coming generations, yuchol, it's a possibility, ligrom, it's a possibility that this will cause zeh legadel legamri, to grow completely. It will become very big. Dor ikesha pesaltol, a generation that's doing things the wrong way. In other words, the father and the mother, the parents, have to show the children the right way of doing the mitzvahs, because the children learn, and then they can even expand it further, God forbid. And here's another from that pasuk: Am navol v'lo chacham. A nation, Bnei Yisrael, Am Navo, a nation that is base, a base nation, V'lo chacham, and not wise. Lamed Beis Vav, this is Ha'azinu. So you look at Lamed Beis, the pasuk Lamed Beis, that's the pasuk 32, chapter Lamed Beis, Perek, the Perek, chapter 32, Vav, the pasuk 6. You can look it up. We can look it up and check it out and learn it. Im omrim al echad shehu navol. If we say on a person shehu navol, that he is a base person, ma shayich lahosif od al zeh shehu lo chacham. So the Chofetz Chaim asks, if we say about a person that he's navol, that he is a base person, what are we adding? What's the shaychus? What is the appropriateness of saying that he is not wise? Of course he's not wise if he's a base person. Halo navol garua mi madregas lo chacham. Navol, being a base person, is even worse than being a madrega. Of the madrega is the attainment. A madrega is like a step. Halo navol garua mi madregas lo chacham. If one says one is a navol, a base person, that's even worse than being at the madrega, at the level of the lo chacham, not wise. Not wise is one thing, but base is even worse. So if we say he's base, why is the Torah saying lo chacham? Aval, but the ha'inyan hu al pi divrei razal al ha'kosav. But when we say lo chacham, this is talking about what the Rabbanim Zechorna L'Bracha says al ha'kosav, on what it says in the Torah, osi ozavu, in Yirmiyahu Beis. It says in Yirmiyahu Beis, it says osi ozavu, that the Bnei Yisrael, that Hashem is saying that they abandoned me, they abandon him. Osi ozavu, that they abandon Hashem. Halavai osi ozavu, v'torasi shamaru. So they learn from this. Halavai osi ozavu, v'torasi shamaru. Hashem is saying, Halavai, would it be? It would be okay. Osi ozavu, if they abandoned me, v'torasi shamaru. But they kept my Torah. In other words, they kept learning Torah. Let's say they don't think of Hashem per se, but they're still learning Torah. They're learning Torah. So it would halavai. It should be that way. She'ilu shamru Torasi mitoch shahayu mitaskin ba hayesov machazirason etzli. That if they would be learning the Torah and keeping the Torah, and if not at the highest level, mitoch shahayu mitaskin ba, because since they were mitaskin ba, they were occupying themselves with it, with the Torah. The fact that they are occupying themselves with the Torah and doing mitzvos, even if not at the highest level, this would have returned them to me, to Hashem. Hashem is saying that if they would be involved with the learning of the Torah and doing the mitzvos to some level, this would have the koach, the power to bring them back to Him, to Hashem. Lashon Hayalkut Yirmiyah. This is the Lashon of Hayalkut Yirmiyah, the Yalkut Yirmiyah. Ki ha'ma'or Shabbat Torah machazir es ha'odom lemutov. Because the light, ha'ma'or, or is the light. Ha'ma'or Shabbat Torah, the light that's in the Torah. Machazir es ha'odom lemutov, will return the person lemutov, to the right way, to the right way. The fact that one is learning the Torah, one looks at a sefer and one is trying to find out what the sefer says, and then trying to do what the sefer says, the Torah, that will return the person lemutov, to the right way. Aval mekivan, however, since shehu below Torah, if the person is without Torah, God forbid, memela nishar novo. Memela, so it comes by in and of itself. Nishar novel, he will stay novel, a base person. Ki ein Torah mi yeshivenu mi nivelaso. Without the Torah, who will turn him from his baseness? If without the Torah is the vehicle, what he uses to get out of the nevelos, and to get him to the right way. It says, Kichu imachem devarim, v'shuvu ad Hashem. Kichu imachem devarim. Take with you words, devarim, the divrei Torah, v'shuvu el Hashem, and return to Hashem. So in other words, one has, when you learn something and one reviews it and one can be inspired by it, one takes it out later on and thinks about it, this is the way I should be, this is what the Torah wants of me. So this can return him to Hashem, and then one continues on learning and learning. Take with you words, become conversant with the Torah, Veshuvu and El Hashem, and return to Hashem. V'shira kasavu, Am novel. So the Torah says, Am novel, a base nation, b'shvil shehu lo chacham, because it b'shvil shehu lo chacham, because it is not a wise. Kalomar b'shvil shelo lamad es Torah nishar novel, because they didn't learn the Torah nishar novel, they stayed in the way, in the madrega, in the level of being base, God forbids. Am Navol V'lo Chacham. This is in Ha'azinu, the parsha Ha'azinu. So this is the word of Am Navol V'lo Chacham, and this is in Ha'azinu, Parak Lamed Beis Vav. One can learn this. Am Navol V'lo Chacham. This is the Divrei Torah of the Chofetz Chaim Al HaTorah, the Chofetz Chaim on the Torah. And I'm sure this must be in English. This is in English, and also, and it's in the Hebrew. We can have it in the Hebrew. Yeah, Shekayach and Aguten Sukkos. Aguten Moyed.